It's a beautiful day, I'm very happy. I just want to be out on the bike, and thankfully I can be today. It's good when those two things align. There's nothing worse than being busy and then it's like glorious weather. I am my new hoodie as well. Come on, it's green, it's green, it's green, it's green, it's green, it's green, it's green. Go, 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 yeah! So this is kind of turning into a little series really of like things I'm thinking about a year after learning to ride. And I want to talk about today why winter is the best time. Yeah, I don't like this junction. Okay, no one's coming. Winter is the best time to learn. That's what I was learning. Well, I started learning in autumn, sort of passed my test as we were coming into winter. And I think I did it quite a good way, as in timeline wise, because you spend the first however long it is, a couple of months or whatever, depending on how often you ride, learning how to ride. And obviously you pass your tests, but then you've got to actually like gain experience on the roads, and you're still going to make mistakes and not be as confident as like I am now. I'm not saying I'm like uber confident, but I'm much better than I was a year ago. I would rather spend that time in the most difficult time to ride, because if you can learn to ride then, you can learn to ride in the summer with no problem. It also means that when you get more confident, you start to get more confident as the roads get better. So you then can push yourself a little bit more in the corners, and you're not going to have the winter problems of like wet leaves or anything else, sort of water, oil, horrific weather, ice, you name it. I'm not saying summer is like the roads are amazing, because we're in the UK, potholes are everywhere, gravel is everywhere, there's always things to mess up your line, but it's generally better in summer and also more enjoyable. So I would rather learn in the hardest situations, in the rain, in the cold, in the dark, so when you get to summer and your skills are improving, it's a breeze. I've not been around here in ages. Like obviously I know sometimes learning to ride is down to when you can afford the test financially and when is the best time to buy a bike. But generally I suppose bikes are cheaper in winter anyway. Isn't good if you want to sell it, but it's great if you want to buy one. So I just feel like all in all, my timeline was pretty good. The other thing is, I'm assuming here, but I reckon waiting times, although they aren't massive where I am, for tests. Flood. Why is there a flood? I don't want a flood. I want a road, please. Noxie doesn't swim. Okay, we'll see. I wanted to go by Pittsford. Surely it can't be that bad. It's not rained. Well, it has rained a little bit, but not as bad as it used to be last week. Let's have a nosy. So there's like, I think there's three reasons why winter is the best time to ride, learn to ride. Is your waiting list for your tests, it's cheaper to buy a bike, and if you can ride in winter, you can ride in summer without a doubt. Whereas if you learn to ride in summer when the conditions are more favourable, I know we're in the UK, so take that with a pinch of salt, because there'll always be rain. But if you can learn to ride in summer, then you've got a whole nother task of learning to ride in winter. If you're doing the whole year thing, which I am, I'll be riding throughout winter. I'll avoid the rain, hopefully, and the ice. Hello, dog! Hi! Are you saying hi to me? Do you like me? I hate when I make dogs upset with the engine. My two are so used to like the whole family being bikers that when they hear an exhaust, they think one of us is home, even if we're all already home. It's like their version of a doorbell. They still go mad for the doorbell, but they go mad for an engine as well. Oh, I also forgot to say, this might be my last day on the bike for a little while. Don't panic. I've been out a few times and I'm sort of bulk filming content, so videos won't change. It's just the fact, is that the flood? Maybe. I don't know. Hello, dog. I think I am on the right path, you know. If this is a stop sign with an awkward crossroads, I am on the right path. Yes, I could use maps, but where's the fun in that? Need a hoodie that says always lost. Wow. Absolute scenes. Use the cycle around here. Wow, that is high. Right, mate, in your boat. That is really high. Pretty though. Yeah, I'm not going in there though. It's full of gravel and I don't feel like parking up right now. Just want to go for a ride. But yeah, I just think, especially if you're going to learn throughout winter, there aren't as many bikers out and about because the seasonal riders will pack their bikes away, they're hibernating. So you'll probably spend a lot of winter solo riding. And by the time you want to maybe look at getting into group rides and events and things like that, it just gives you that bit of extra confidence. You're not a brand new rider turning up to a group ride like a week after they've passed. You've got a couple of months under your belt, hopefully a decent amount of miles. And you'll just make life an awful lot easier for yourself. Okay, so right, back onto my topic that I was talking about. This might be my last ride for a little while. Nothing crazy. Life's going to be busy for a few weeks. And also, two things are changing on Noxie. These grips. I messaged Sports Bike Shop. I got them for a present for Christmas last year. I still had the order number and stuff, but obviously they've been on the bike for a little while, and they did work for a little while. Basically, they first stopped working about March. That was fixed, one of these connections down here we replaced. Then the left grip stopped working. Right, let's go right. I have no idea if that's the right place. Thanks for not clipping me. Appreciate it. Yeah, so they stopped working. The left one stopped working, and then they just stopped working altogether. Where are we going, mate? What's going on? Something more than 10 miles an hour would be great. Thanks. You're a little... Okay. Thank you. Right, so left one stopped working. This is after they'd already fixed the connection. Left one stopped working, and then they both stopped working, and the lights on this stopped turning on. So, I'll be honest, I left it over summer. I completely forgot about them because I didn't need heated grips in summer. And then I've just messaged Sports Bike Shop yesterday. Can't fault them for their customer service. I used their live chat and I literally got the issue sorted in like 10-15 minutes. They basically just offered either a replacement or a refund. And I'm going to get a refund and go for a different brand because, I don't know, maybe I just had a faulty set, but I'd rather just try a different brand and maybe they'll work. I don't really have anything to lose. So, I'm going to cut those grips off probably over the course of a few rainy days so I don't miss out on any riding days. The other thing is I might have included a bit of... No, I'll probably save that video. I filmed me going to see James, the mechanic, and he basically looked at my rear suspension because I've been complaining about it for a little while. Obviously, I've adjusted it, so it was on like setting 2. I've adjusted it to setting 1 for a little while, which is meant to be right for me, and it basically made no difference. Basically, there is no suspension. James was like, yeah, no, it's collapsed. Like, oh great, fabulous, I don't have a working rear suspension, joy. So I'm gonna be investing in a new suspension, rear suspension, and we'll fit that. So another garage video incoming, maybe 2, fitting the heated grips as well. So I'm excited to actually have working suspension, because if I'm right, this has never had decent suspension since I have been riding it. Maybe it has, and it sort of collapsed over the year. I don't know. The fact that it didn't have a rear hugger until I put one on a couple of months ago, obviously it hasn't helped, because it just got corroded. Why isn't a rear hugger standard? I don't know. Ooh, pretty. But I don't know. So we make these mistakes, we live and learn. It's not like the bike is awful to ride. It's just that I've never ridden a bike with decent suspension, so I don't know any different. James did warn that I may be on tiptoes even more when I change it, because obviously the seat won't be completely collapsed. Bikes only? What's that about? I want to go this way. Is that an event? I don't know about an event. I've got FOMO now. Oh, this is nice. Ugh. That's sneaky. That's right, I don't need to panic anyway, because I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm in unfamiliar roads, if you can't tell. Meow. I know the roads are decent today, but I've sort of adopted my winter mindset of being careful already, because you just don't know when it gets to this point. Like, leaves are falling, all you got to do is go around a corner and suddenly, wet patch of leaves because it's in the shade, and then bam. Not fun. Don't want that. Hi, sheep. My mic's still in. That's good. What is that? No thanks. The one thing I would say for winter riding, and it's something I didn't know straight away, is make sure your tyres are decent for winter. Mine are good until after it. But this time last year I was running the tyres either the previous owner had put on or even the stock tyres. I'm pretty sure they would have changed them at some point, but they were way too old. And when you first look at them, as someone who doesn't know much about tyres, the tread depth was fine, they looked great, you know, no bulging or anything like that, but they literally had no grip. And I learnt that when it got quite I was out in the rain one day. I can't remember where I was going. I was coming off a roundabout, wasn't leaning too much because again I was still a newbie, and you don't lean too much in the rain anyway, but I almost low-sided. Like, I had a slip, and it was only because I gained traction again, thankfully. Like, the tyres obviously had some grip, but they were horrible compared to the ones that I've currently got running. That just sort of, thankfully it didn't knock my confidence too much, because I knew I was in the process of getting new tyres anyway, but it sort of sped that process up. But it can really knock your confidence if you're learning, and then because of something that, yes, it's in your control, but it's not something you inherently did, you slipped or whatever. I'd hate for that to sort of like knock your learning back a little bit, you know? Hello, is that the A14? Yeah. Oh, I know where I am. Here we go again. I know where I am. We are near Harbour. I didn't mean to come this way. Last time I was here with Katie, and that guy recognised us in Harbour by walking on his tiptoes. That was funny. I feel like my brain's been a bit all over the place with this video, but hopefully that made sense. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you want a hoodie like this, you want to support the channel, take a look at the website in the link in the description. If you don't want a hoodie, but you still want to support the channel, take a look at the commissions that I do. Otherwise, I'll just see you in the next video. Ride safe. Goodbye.